So, everybody, ladies and gentlemen, the next video we will be recording today and giving you all will be about the Nintendo Switch 2 and my thoughts. So, please stay tuned if you enjoy gaming, if you enjoy ASMR content, if you just enjoy my videos in general. It is a bit late, socially speaking, but this might be a little bit of whispered, this might be a little bit of relaxing, but these are going to be my personal thoughts on the new Nintendo Switch 2. I don't know if you guys know this. I know some people do keep up with the news about all the gaming for Nintendo, maybe even PlayStation, but so April 2nd, we are less than, I think, 2 weeks away from the Nintendo Direct. And the Direct is going to consist of, hopefully, pricing, specs, maybe even games that the Nintendo Switch 2 will have. So, that being said, I do hope that we get a great, lineup of games. I do hope we get new technology as far as Nintendo goes. But I do hope we get maybe something in the realm of this game right here. I hope we get a new Super Mario game, a new Mario tennis game would be cool. Mario Kart, that's gonna be like self-explanatory, but we're always gonna have a good Mario Kart game. Eventually, I do hope we get a new Smash Brothers, Metroid Prime. I heard they're supposed to be doing something with backwards compatibility. I'm not too sure. I just really hope, and I'm really hoping that not all games are going to be backwards compatible, but I do hope that a lot of them are. A lot of games like this game would be awesome. Would be really cool to have this game backwards compatible and maybe even get up to 60 FPS. Games like this, maybe 60 FPS. Maybe they'll make a new Mario Kart game. Maybe they'll have a new kind of, sports Mario, game like that. The new Metroid Prime is supposed to be coming out. I hope they do make that one, backwards compatible. I know we're probably not going to get another Zelda, but we probably won't get it for a long time. When they do make another one of these games, though, oh my Jesus, maybe they'll make a Marvel vs. Capcom 4 or something, I don't know. But that would be really cool, though. Maybe even a Metroid Dread 2 would be awesome. But as many, games come out, there's always going to be another Pokemon game. But I do want to say this, though, is Star Fox gets no kind of love whatsoever. Star Fox gets no love, and I feel like that is one game they really need to take advantage of the new hardware, and I really hope that they can get something in the vicinity of 1080p, 60 frames a second. I don't care if it's 120. Some people are like, oh, it has to be 100. I don't care. We don't buy games on the Nintendo Switch so we can live up to God of War, or so we can live up to Horizon, 120 FPS, fidelity mode, all this other extra ray tracing. I don't really care about that. Look at the sales of Nintendo Switch. There's a reason why it sells that many copies. And the thing about it is they've whipped the crap out of every console, new gen or whatever that's come out. Nobody's beating them in the handheld game. It's never going to happen. Not going to happen. Not even Xbox if they make a new, handheld. If the PlayStation Vita 2 ever does come out, that would be cool. I'm just saying. But nothing's ever going to beat the Nintendo. Like, they got the handheld genre by the balls. And that is one console that has had a little grip on the gaming community for a long time. And what I just have my thoughts are is I think it's going to debut at $400. I think it'll debut at $400. I don't want to say $350 because $350 would be kind of I don't think it doesn't sound like a premium price like $350 like for the OLED. That was attractive only because the console before it was, I think, $300 or something like that, $320. The Switch Lite is $200. Like, if it's $300 and something, they'd have to discontinue this regular Switch. They'd have to. People are still buying the Switch. Like, it's ridiculous. People are still buying Nintendo Switches, even Switch Lites. They just had the Hyrule Edition one sell pretty good. But people still buy the Switch Lite. People are still buying the OLED, which is crazy. I don't even know how many sales Nintendo has, but it's amazing. Like, that console is so underpowered, and yet it sells like crazy. Like freaking crazy. You have other handheld PC systems that don't even do as good because they're selling their product for what? $600, $700, $800, like the new it's not the Legion, but it's I think it's the Rogue Ally X or something like that. But $800, really, bro? All Nintendo has to do with the Switch 2 is drop it at $400 and at most come out with 10 games to start. I guarantee you it'll sell out. It is going to sell out like crazy. The new Nintendo, all they gotta do, let me just give you guys 5 games. Let me give you guys 5 games if Nintendo decided to come out with it. I'll be realistic. 5 games that they could come out with and it would break records. If you guys remember Star Fox 64, right, from Nintendo 64, if you played Nintendo 64 before, make not a remastered but a new Star Fox game. 1. You have a Mario Kart game, whether it's Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart whatever. Boom, that's 2. You have a regular new Mario, like Mario Wonder and something on lines of a Mario game like that. That's 3. Then you gotta go to your multiplayer stuff. So let's just say they came out with a new Smash Brothers or even a new Pokemon tournament. Like, or a new Pokemon. Just imagine if they came out with a new Pokemon Stadium. Then let's do a 5th one for and I don't even want to say this because it'd be too crazy because you don't want to come up with Mario Kart and this game I'm about to mention, Diddy Kong Racing. If Diddy Kong Racing came out, and if you have watched the game, It's like an adventure slash racing game. It's ridiculously nice. I don't know if you ever played it on Nintendo 64, but the game was so freaking OP. All you'd have to come out with: Smash, Super Mario, any kind of Super Mario, a new one, a Star Fox game, maybe even a new backwards compatible Metroid game. I don't know. But you'd have to come out with something like that, maybe even a sports game, because I know that they're doing some ad stuff with, I think, an MLB team like the Seattle Mariners. But I'm telling you guys, 5, 6 good games at the least. You could even have some crappy ones come out. You give us 5 games to buy with this new console coming out, $400. Each game could be priced at, let's say, $60. You gotta be kidding me. Nobody's competing with that. And if they were to drop it at like $350, that's even worse, because they'd kill the competition. Nobody would be buying like new consoles if that's the case. PlayStation Pro just came out. It did kind of good, but not as good as when the regular PlayStation 5 came out. But if the Switch 2 comes out at $400 and the games are $60 still, or even $50, bro, it's a wrap. I'm just letting you guys know, it's a wrap. Period. Case closed. But my thoughts, it's gonna be maybe 1080. Hopefully it's 2K, 4K, whatever. If it's possible to do 4K, I just don't like the fact that it's gonna be. I don't even like the fact that it's being called Switch 2. Because Nintendo's never done a 2, I think, except for like Super Nintendo. Instead of Nintendo, Super Nintendo. Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance. I've never known Nintendo to do a 2 of anything. And the fact that they did this time around, to me, it just threw me off. Let's just say that. I didn't like it. I still don't like it. Even the concept stuff, I don't like it, like, at all. But if they were 1080, 60 FPS, maybe, I don't know, 12 gigs of RAM, 16 gigs of RAM, something like that, and let it finally come with like 512 gigabytes of storage. Even 256 would be cool. This system is gonna blow the socks off of everybody. You don't need a Nintendo Pro controller. Just make these Switch ones, like, just make them not have, what is it called? Stick drift or whatever it is. My consoles have never had stick drift. I don't know what people be using. If they use like greasy Pizza Hut fingers, Cheeto fingers. I don't know how you guys get stick drift, but just letting you guys know, these are my personal thoughts. And at the end of the day, when Nintendo drops this direct on 4:02 at 6 a.m. Western Coast time, 9 a.m. Eastern time, it better blow the socks off of us, because this may or may not be their last hope. Not that they did bad, because the Switch in general is the best selling, I think, console they said officially now. So they have nothing to lose at all. And just letting you guys know, if they decide to make a Star Fox game, I am on board, because they've been doing my man's dirty. Make a Diddy Kong racing game. Make a Star Fox game, a Metroid game, a new Smash, and a new Mario game, or even, I don't know, talks about a new Zelda game in a different art direction. Or even if they were to make Wind Waker remastered, bro, it's over. Just letting you guys know, it's over. Period. Till next time.